What is up, everyone? It's Ricky572, Return Chance, today, September 29th, 2025. We're going to hop on and do a market watch. Of course, we're going to be starting off with Doom Dimensions, but before I get started on that, we're just going to take a quick look and see what's up in price and what prices have settled down to. But before we get started on that, I got this new little setup. My USB hub went out last week. So I had to get a new USB hub, which basically connects all my computer screens, my mic, my camera, my printers, and all that. It all went out, so I had to buy a new USB hub, and we got it back up and running. So now we're good to go for our market watches and filling orders. We have a kind of a busy week. I actually am pulling an all-nighter tonight. I have to fill orders. I'm going to do this market watch. I got to go to work. I got to do laundry. And I got some other stuff I got to take care of. We're probably going to have a dual night as well later on today. With the team. We aren't going to be able to attend YCS Anaheim this upcoming weekend. Shout out to those who are going to be attending and good luck. Let me know down in the comments below if you're going to be attending the event and what deck you're going to be running. But yeah, unfortunately on the team, we're not going to be able to go. We have some team members working. We have some team members who have other plans. I personally am going to go to Vegas with a friend this upcoming weekend, weekend, and I'm not going to be back on time, so yeah, I'm not going to be able to attend the YCS event, but shout out to anyone, good luck to anyone that is going to be attending, and like I said, comment down below what you're going to be running. I am going to be doing a little Vegas vlog, and we're going to be opening some packs, gambling basically, with Yu-Gi-Oh packs throughout the trip, so that's going to be fun. But yeah, enough of my personal life. We're going to get started on what you guys came for, the market watch. Like I said, we got a good amount of tabs open, so we're going to try to speed through them. But we got Marshmallow Yummy being the most expensive Starlight Rare in the set. We have 36 listings. It looks like we have listings starting at 145, and I do have my water because we are going to be going through a lot of cards. 36 listings. We have 145 being the cheapest listing, basically 150 with shipping, 155, 154, going up to 160, 170. Do you guys think this card will stay above $150, or is it going to come down under $150? We have Draco Tail Fraxel, which I've been hearing is only a one-of in the new in the Draco Tail build. Let me know if you guys have any more information. If you guys play Draco Tail, how many of you guys play of this? But I've been hearing that it's only maybe like a one-of. 23 listings. Looks like we have it starting at $89. Norray, the new K9 Starlight at $99. Basically like $100. It is above market price with only 9 listings. Looks like it had a market price of $87, but now it's climbing up to the $100 price point. Dominus Spiral Starlight Rare, looks like it had a market price 65. Now we have the lowest listing at 7 with only 12 listings. The new Dogmatic monster, 33 listings, $51.99. Garden Rose Maiden Starlight Rare, $53. Marshmallow Yummy looks like it's the most expensive secret rare in the set. 25 listings, $49 looks like is what they're starting at. So maybe like a $50 card, I want to say. How do you guys feel about Marshmallow Yummy? And do you guys think if this card is going to go up in price or come down? If you guys weren't paying attention this week, we did have some YCS events. I'm not sure if I already said that. We had some YCS events going on, and we had Triff actually winning another YCS event. He was running Yummy Pendulum Mitsurugi. I think it was YCS, what is it? YCS Lima? So we had Triff winning YCS Lima, and then we had another YCS going on in Lille. I think that's how you pronounce it. That one, player named Diego Z, won with Apophis Primite. So we'll be getting to that soon, but I just want to get through some of these Doom Dimensions. But yeah, watch out for Yummy, because that looks like it's going to be the deck that's going to be the top deck of the format. Let's see, we have some Doomsy stuff in here at $27. We have Radiant Typhoon at $30, which is above market price. We have some DDD stuff in this set. We have Bramble Rose Dragon at $38.99. I don't think this is going to hold up. It's probably going to drop down in price. We have DDD Zero Doom Queen Mashin X. This one's one you might want to pay attention to. It had a market price of $50, but we have the cheapest listing at $85 with only 10 listings. I wish they showed us the picture, but I guess we're still gonna have we still need to give TCGPlayer some time to be able to post a picture for these. But yeah, if you guys want to come in on TCGPlayer and look at some of the stuff, I don't want to take up too much time taking a look at Doom and Dimension. I mostly want to take a look at like stuff that people are going after and stuff. Yeah, you guys are welcome to do so. These are mostly Starlights right here that are up in price. Other than that, coming in second is Draco Tail Fraxel. As a secret rare at 82 listing, $18. So we have Marshmallow Yummy being the most expensive, and then I guess Draco Tail Fraxel being the second most expensive of the set. We have Jupiter, the Power Patron Destruction. So this one looks like it's a secret rare as well, but this one might be the, what is this? I think this is the like the promo that you get for like the sneak peek promo. 19 listings, $16.45, $16.90, $16, going up to the $20 price point. This is for the Doomsday archetype, right? I believe this is what it's for, the Doomsday archetype. Let's take a look at the second page and see what's coming in. We have Ultra Rare Doom of Dimensions, K9 Nori, $7.99, 56 listings. Is this $7.99? No, sorry about that. $14.75, $15.80, $15.82, $15.85, going up to the $16 price point. So it looks like Nori's under $20, above $10. Dominus Spyro, how do you guys feel about the new Dominus card? 60 listings. This one bounces back. This one locks you out of light and dark monsters, so only decks like Fire King, maybe some water strategies are going to be able to use this. Wind strategies as well, maybe Harpy. 60 listings, $14.99, $15, $15.38, $15.49, and then $15.97. Honestly, in my opinion, I think this might be a good pickup just because Dominus cards have a history of starting low and then going up in price. They're pretty good hand traps for decks that could run them. And they play around like triple tactics thrust, triple tactics talents. So I think this could see a price increase. It could go up to maybe $30. That's just my opinion. I'm just giving you guys my opinion. I don't know the future of card prices. This is just my player brain. And yeah, if you guys agree, cool. If you guys disagree, let me know down in the comments below. That's what we're here for. We don't always have to agree on everything. Radiant Typhoon Phonics, the Great Flame, Starlight Rare. Looks like it's only $12. Which one is this one? Like I said, I wish they posted the picture. Probably later on in the week they will. I guess it's this one. Radiant Typhoon Phonics, the Great Flame. Is this maybe a one-of? I think this might be like a one-of in the strategy. If you guys play the Typhoon strategy, let me know down below if you guys think this is a good pickup at $12 for a Starlight Rare. RB Starlight Rare, also low in price, $13, 26 listings. Draco Awakening, Starlight Rare, $20. Looks like it's above market price. It was at $11.83. 20 listing, $19.49. The new Dogmatica Florida Lease is $11. We have DDD Zero Doom Queen Machinex at $7. Radiant Typhoon Crozea, 23 listings, $5. Doomsday, $5. Bramble Rose at $4. Radiant Typhoon Chant Ultra Rare at $4. New DDD Link Monster at $3. Doomsday, what is this? 12 and Dressius at $4. $4. Black Rose Dragon, $3. But it's safe to say a lot of this stuff came down in price from its pre-sale prices. Only thing that really held up is like the Marshmallow, which I think was pre-selling for like $70-ish. Now it's $50. So yeah, it's safe to say a lot of these came down in price. But Dominant Spyro, I feel like, is one of those cards you might want to pick up from the set. Other than that, I don't really see too much of the other stuff, going up in price. Might not be a good set to like open up, but I guess that's up to you guys to decide if you want like, if you just open the set to pull like higher rarity cards, and I guess it's not that good of a set to open up because you're not really getting too much of a return on value unless you like pull one of the high valued Starlights. Because even some of the Starlights in here are only like $30, and the box is what, like $40, $50, I think is what it's selling at. But if you're opening up just to open up for fun, and don't care what you pull. Maybe you just want to get like some of the, Doom Z stuff or something. I don't see it as a bad thing, because you're only spending what, like 40-50 on a box. You're not getting too much in return, but you're getting some fun out of it. I started opening packs, but just for fun. I bought 2 Doom of Dimensions blisters today. I bought I bought a Mega Pack 2025, which I'm gonna open up during the vlog, the Vegas vlog that I'm gonna be doing this upcoming weekend. So stay tuned for that if you guys want to watch what I do outside of Yu-Gi-Oh. But yeah, I'll let you guys decide if Doom of Dimensions is a good set for you guys to open up. That's going to be it, though, for Doom of Dimensions. We're going to be moving on to one of our first cards. How much did that was? That was 14 minutes. So we're going to try to speed it up because I don't want to take too long on this market watch. I want to keep it under an hour, maybe. Dominus Impulse, low on listings, even for the 2025 Mega Pack reprint. We had this sitting, I think, at its lowest, $30, but now it's jumping up to like the $50 price point. And I guess that's because it's short printed. And the set has a bunch of cards in it, so it's hard to pull. So $50 now for Dominus Impulse. I was not expecting this card to go up that high. I thought it was maybe going to stay at like the $30 price point, but no, we're at $50 again. And then the Rage of the Abyss versions are 19 listings. We had a market price 48. Now it's above market price at $52. I believe that this is because Mitsurugi is able to run this, and Mitsurugi technically did not get touched on the ban list. They lost King of the Pharaoh Imps, but they're still able to perform really well. I saw a lot of Mitsurugi being ran in at the YCS, and there's also a new Mitsurugi Yummy build that might be taking over. So there's that too. Is Yummy light? I think Yummy is light though. It might not. Oh, so it doesn't work with Yummy, but Mitsurugi is still a good deck, and they're dark, so they're able to run this. So I think that's why it's going up in price. Pot of Greed. Oh, I forgot we had a new format. So we have a new Genesis format that's gonna be, I guess, being implemented into the game, which I think is a good thing because that gives players different ways to play. You don't have to play the modern format. You could play Edison, you could play hat format. Now you could play Genesis format, which is like no links, no pendulums. I think that's really exciting. If you guys don't want to play, if you guys get bored of the current format, you guys could always go to that. You could play Master Duel format if you want to. So I think these new formats are healthy for the game because it gives players different ways to play Yu-Gi-Oh! That means a lot of other cards are going to be available. More cards are going to have some value because they're cards on the ban list don't really have value to like players that play current format, but now they're going to have value to players that play like Genesis format and stuff. So I think that's a good thing for cards. Pot of Greed, since it is going to be playable now in the Genesis format. 57 listings. This is the quarter century secret rare. No, this is the 2025 Mega Pack Starlight rare. I think this is the highest rarity, but no, it was at $4. Now we have it at $8.99, $10.18, $10.20, $10.42. So it jumped up and basically doubled its price now. Let's see how many decks are going to be running Pot of Greed in Genesis format. I'm not sure how the point system works. I know it's kind of like a ban list, the point system, because it limits you to using, a certain, I think 100 points, and some cards are worth more points than others. I haven't looked into it too much. I'm currently still playing the current format. It's going to be hard to keep up with like all formats. But yeah, it's a point system, and some cards you're able to play maybe like 2-3 of, I think, and then depending on the points. But yeah, we'll see what happens. I'm pretty sure that's gonna have an effect on the market. I don't think we've had events for Yu-Gi-Oh with Genesis format yet, but I'm pretty sure Konami is gonna implement those inside like WCQs, YCSs, things like that. So we're gonna have players be able to play the Genesis format competitively, so I could see a lot of stuff moving on the market for Genesis format. Primite Lorilo, like I mentioned, we had Diego win YCS Lileo, I think it's what it was called. I'm not sure how to pronounce it. With Primite Odeon. So I want to take a look at Primite Lordly Load. This one is at $13. Looks like we have Battles of Legend versions at $10, and then these Prismatic Secret at $10 as well. The Core Sentry Secret looks like it's above market price at $73, technically the highest rarity. I expect a lot of Primite stuff to move around, since I see a lot of players probably going to be trying out the Primite Odeon build for themselves. My brother actually has all this stuff, so I know he's going to be excited to try this out. He was excited when I told him that there was an Odeon built at top, and was like, oh, I have all these cards, I'm gonna make it. So that's gonna be exciting to test out. 48 listings on the Blue Eyes White Dragon from the OTS. This is the Ultimate Rare from the OTS Tournament Pack 28. This card was sitting above $100, but it has been dropping down in price. Used to be at a high price point of $170, now at $82, $88.17, $89. So it has dropped down in price. Not really sure why. It is a nice looking card, but I guess people don't really I guess there's more listings now. People have been able to get a chance to go to OTS events and get their packs. I think maybe that's what affected the market. People just undercutting each other and trying to sell their Blue Eyes. Because it was at $160 before with lower listings. Now we have more listings. I think it's just people undercutting. But maybe it'll see a price spike again in the future. Because it is a nice card. Iron Thunder, the Core Sentry Secret Rare, looks like it is getting a buyout for the Core Sentry Secret Rare. It's a really good card. Solemn is limited now in the current format, so Iron Thunder kind of replaces Solemn. We have 26 listings for the Phantom Nightmare. Looks like these are at $8. 23 listings for the Mega Pack versions. These are climbing up to like the $7 price point. And then we have the Core Sentry Secret Rares at 9 listings. We have 37.18 being the cheapest listing, and then this 38.61. After that, they go up to 40, 43, and then they quickly jumped up to the $50 price point. So yeah, be on the lookout for Iron Thunder, because it is getting bought out and going up in price. We'll see what price point this card reaches. Crowley, the Gifted Majestus. So Majestus did get a new Link monster, but we did not get Spoon in the Doom of Dimension set. So this card started to settle down. It was reaching a high price point of almost like $20. Now we have it at $13.74, $13.98, $14.39. So it has settled down back to the $15 price point. Maybe in a different set we'll get Spoon, and then this card will see a price increase once again. Mucharmy Fawalos continues to be the better Mucharmy out of the Mucharmies. So I want to take a look at it. Looks like we have Core Sentry Secret Rare at 16 listings. Looks like these are at $261. Platinum Secrets at 20 listings at $24.42. This is kind of like a Starlight Rare, right? I think this is kind of like a Starlight Rare. It's almost reaching the $30 price point. I remember picking these up for like $20. Now they're kind of reaching the $30 price point. We have Prismatic Collector's Rares at $24-ish. We have Secret Rares from Rage of the Abyss at 12 listings. Why is it? Because this is the original one? $43, $45, $50, $55, $15. If you have Rage of the Abyss versions, I would recommend selling these off and getting like another Prismatic Secret Rare version or another Secret version. Is that the only one that comes in Secret? No, we have another Secret version from Core Sentry Stampede, which are at 24 listings. These are at $20. But yeah, this one's only at 12 listings, so something to keep an eye out for. Personally, I would have sold these and just picked up one of these if I wanted Secret Rare that bad. No one's gonna. Well, I'm not gonna judge, but I don't think players are gonna be like. They're gonna tell it's Secret Rare, but they're not gonna be like, "Hey, that's from the Roto set. Oh, you have the original one." I don't really see players doing that. But I guess to each their own. I'm not gonna judge. But now we have Prismatic Ultimate Rares right here at 12 listings. These are above market price. We have them at $26.94, $29.75. heading up to the $30 price point, $35 price point. These are 18 listings. But yeah, all these Mocharmy Fawaloses look like they're you know, kind of lowish on listings. Everyone's gonna need them. We could play 3 of these. This is like the better Mocharmy of the format. So yeah, these I could see continuing to rise. They're kind of like the Ash Blossom at this point. People used to run Ash Blossom as a staple, and now these are like the staple cards. Next up, we have Mitsurugi Ritual. So we took a look at the quarter century version a couple weeks ago on our market watch. We said it might be a good pickup just because it was at one of its lowest price points that it was at. It used to be at like 83. We had it drop down to like the $50-ish price point, but now we only have 20 listings on the market. It looks like people are coming in, and we have them moving up to $57, $53, $60, then going up back to $72. So if you guys haven't picked up your versions of Mitsurugi Ritual, these aren't, well, actually, let's see, 53, 57. You have an opportunity here if you're watching this market watch to pick these up under the $60 price point, which is not too bad because its lowest before this was 70, and then it went up to 80. So these could only probably go up from here. As you guys can see, they're already starting to go up. And like I said, Mitsurugi is being mixed with Yummy. That's what I saw builds doing, YCS builds doing. So it could see a price increase, maybe even reach $100. So let me know how you guys feel about Mitsurugi Ritual, if you guys can see it go up too. Chaos Sorcerer, I just think is a good pickup. That's why I'm putting it on this market watch. Its only other higher rarity, I think it's Secret Rare. Oh, we have an Ultra Rare. We have a Super Rare. We have Gold Rare. We have Gold Rare. So its only other like really high rarity is this Ultra Rare. So yeah, I think this Starlight might be a good pickup just for like past formats. Let me know how you guys feel about this pickup right here. We just got some new Black Rose support, and we have Garden Rose Maiden. Let's see, where is it at? Garden Rose Maiden Duna Dimensions. Oh, I guess it came in Starlight. I didn't even know that. Did it come in the other version? No, I think that's it, right? All versions. Okay, so it did come as a Starlight rare in Duma Dimensions, but I guess no other printing. That's crazy. I would expect this to maybe get a different like affordable rarity, but I guess it didn't. So we have Garden Rose Maiden at 2 listings for the Ultra from Sisters of the Rose. Was sitting around like what, 5, then went up to 14. Now we have these 2 listings at 20. Well, basically this one doesn't count because it's Korean. We have it at $25 now. And we have the Secret Rare from Legendary Duelist Season 2 at 16 listings. Looks like this one's also at that $25 price point. I think this might just be hype at the moment. I actually want to take a look at this right now too. I think this might be hype, just hype for the moment. Because of the new support, I'm not sure if it's going to do good. Let me know down below if you guys played the Black Rose deck, and if you think it's going to be a top tier deck. I just don't see it doing that well in the format, and it's just up because of the new support. But yeah, let's take a look at Totem Bird. This is just one I just saw that it's only at 25 listings, so this one caught my attention. So we have Totem Bird, 25 listings for Lord Tachyon Secret Rare. We have 51 listings for this one. And then rares are affordable, but let's take a look at this one. Why is this one low on listings, and why did it go up in price? $2 was what it was at. Now we have it jumping up to like $5, $3.40, $6, $7.34. 2 level 3 wind monsters. What that can make this? Is this for the new what is it? The Mystical Space Typhoon archetype? Can they make this? Let me know down below. That might be the reason why it's going up. That's a nice little tech, I guess, if they can make it. Branded Fusion now at 2. I did see a couple branded Draco Tail builds. We only got 5 listings for this card, and we have it basically 250, 250, 270, 280, and then 500. That is crazy. I just wanted to take a look at. I knew it was up in price. I just wanted to see how high it was up in price. That's crazy. Anubis Last Judge. So let's take a look at this one. I know it has a collector rare, so we'll do that one too. We had Diego win the event with the Odeon Primite. The collector rare looks like it is at 20 listing. It is above market price. I'm pretty sure they're going to be lower later on this week once more people come in and scoop these up. $26.99, $27.37, $30, and it was sitting at the $18 price point. So we are starting to see these get bought out. 55 listings on the ultra rare. Starting to see a price increase. We're at like $3 now. It's starting to jump up to the $5 price point. Same thing going on with Maze. The man with the mark. This one right here also has a collector rare. Man with the mark. Why did I do that? Man with the mark. Let's take a look at the secret first. Was sitting around like the $2 price point, but now we have it at $5.50, $5.65, $5, $6, and then $7. We talked about this one on our Market Watch the other day. We said it was a good pickup because this card did not get a reprint in the 2025 Mega Packs. So that's the reason I thought it was a good pickup. But now we're seeing that it was a good pickup because it's actually pretty good. Or maybe the player was just good. The collector rare of the man with the mark was sitting around like $14. Now we have it at 8 listings, $38, $40, $50 on the first page. Treasure of the King is their field spell. We had it sitting at $2. Now we have 64 listings, jumping up to basically the $5 price point. Does this card have a collector rare too? Or is it just a secret rare? It does have a collector rare, so Treasure of the King's collector rare was sitting around like $11. Now we have 16 listings on the market. Our cheapest listing at $18.99. Then they go up to $25 and $30. So yeah, we're seeing buyouts for everything in the Odeon strategy because they did win the YCS. Apophis the Serpent. This is a new card from Maze of Masters. Pretty important card for them. We had it sitting at $5 and now we have it at 10 listings, jumping up to a crazy price point of $24.94, $28.75, $30, going up to $35 on the first page. I don't think this one had a collector rare. I think this is the highest rarity it came in. Yeah, there's only the one printing for Apophis. I think they played 3 of these because it lets them access other cards. If this card sends a graveyard, you could add one embodiment of Apophis from your deck to your hand. And I think this is a normal monster, so I think that's why they're able to play it with Primite, because Primite revolves around like being able to do stuff with normal monsters. So I think that's how the synergy works with the strategy. Did you guys pick up your Apophis of the Serpent at $5? And are you guys going to be selling at this price point? I would sell at this price point. It's just hype pushing this card up at the moment just because it won the YCS event. So I would be selling. Next card is Despian Lulu while Lilith. I believe with the new Dogmatica monster that they got, they're able to do something with this. So we have Despian Lulu while Lilith going low on listings. We have 14 listings for the Cyberstorm Action Secret version. This used to be sitting around like $4. Now we have the cheapest listing at 14, going up to 15, and then $25. And then we have the reprint, the Prismatic Secret from the 25th anniversary 10s at 7 listings. These were sitting around $4. Now they're pushing up to $11.99, and then jumping right up to $30. That is crazy for Lulu while Lilith. The Starlight Rare is at 18 listings. This one looks like it's not above market price. Let's see, we had a 60, 74, 76. So these haven't jumped up too crazy, but they are at $74.95, which is a little bit more expensive than what they were at around like the $60 price point. So not too much of a price increase, like $10, but still it is up in price from what it was at its lowest, I want to say. Yeah, these are the ones that if you maybe open up some of these sets, you might have them in bulk. Go dig them out. Next card is Albion the Sanctifier Dragon. We are getting branded support pretty soon. I think it's at the end of November is when the structure deck comes out that we're supposed to receive. We have this card with only 2 printings, and it's a pretty important card in the strategy. I'm not sure if it's going to be in there. I heard that over in the OCG, the structure deck was announced, and they did not have this card in there, so maybe players are expecting that we might not get it, but our structure decks are kind of different sometimes from the OCG. Like, I remember one time they had Maxi in theirs, but we didn't have Maxi in ours. We had another card in ours, so it could differentiate. But since it wasn't revealed in there, that's why people went crazy and started going after these. These used to be sitting around like the $6 price point, and now we have 21 listings going up to like $18, $20. And the reprint as well, I think that was with the reprint. The original one from Cyberstorm Axis is at, let's see, it was at $7. This one's at like 25-ish, $30 now. Crazy. If you guys had some Albions or opened up some of these sets, go dig them out. And I think it would be a good time to offload these. The Blue Eyes White Dragon, the Core Sentry one from the tins, I said was a good pickup around like the $20 price point. We have this steadily going up in price. Now we're reaching the $30 price point. I actually pulled one of these on my live when I went to... where did I just come from? Was it North Carolina? No, not North Carolina. I forgot where the event was. Damn. I forgot where I just went to. But I did open this up and I gave it to my brother. Because he had been wanting one of these. I had it signed by Rogos, which is another Yugi tuber that we watch. He's a really big fan. So I had Rogos sign this since Rogos was able to get his WCQ invite with Blue Eyes, I believe, and it just meant so much to him, so I just ended up giving it to him. But I think this one was a good pickup. If you got it at $20, I think it's just going to continue to increase. It's a Core Sentry. It's one of the classic artworks that I personally think is the best artwork for Blue Eyes White Dragon. Comment down below what you guys think is the better artwork. But for me, it's this one. I could see this one just continuing to push up. Link Karibo got unbanned, and looks like it still hasn't came down in price. I was expecting this card to maybe come down a little bit, but it's still at $24, $25-ish dollars. This was once like a $5 card, I want to say. Yeah, $5 to $6. But yeah, after it got unbanned, it hasn't came down from like its $20 price point. But you don't have to play the Core Sentry Secret Rare. There's plenty of other copies available that you can have access to. You have a nice Platinum Secret Rare that is basically a Starlight. So I don't know. Do what you want with the info, but you don't have to pay $25 for this one. You could play this one, which it's like a Starlight, or you could play one of these too if you just want access to the card. Lunalight Gold Leo, let's take a look at it. So we had it sitting around like $41. Now it's at 18 listings. It only has a couple listings under the $45 price point. Then they quickly go up to like $50. So it's something you want to keep your eye out on. Lunalights did not get touched, and they are still a pretty good deck, pretty consistent. I want to say like tier 2-ish. So they could still compete. Only 18 listings on the market. Once these disappear, they'll quickly jump up to the $50 price point. I'm not sure if I mentioned this on our last market watch that I did, but this has reached a new high price point. I remember picking these up for like $3 to $5. 17 listings now, and we have a new high price point at $18.97, $19, $19.95, $20, and then $20. I want to say this could be because of Kriston K9. I'm not too familiar with the build. Do they run this? Let me know down below if they do run this. If not, maybe it's for RB, the new RB strategy. Maybe they run this. That's all the info I could give. If you guys have any more on Platinum Gadget and why it's so up in price, let me know down below. Fiendsmith Track looks like it is only at 10 listings. It had a high price point once of 95, then reached a low price point of like 50-ish. Now we have it at 65. 65 basically with shipping, and then pushing up to the $70 price point. So I could see this recovering and going back up to like the, $80-$90 price point, because it did not get a higher rarity, well, not a higher rarity, it did not get a Starlight reprint, and it's still right now, since we lost Moon of the Closed, what is it, Close Sky, Moon Goddess, the moon, the link to that we used to be able to go into the Fiendsmith package. Now we're forced to go back to how we used to run Fiendsmith before the Link Monster came out. And I think we used to run like a tract, we run 1 or 2 tracks. So I think that's why people are picking this up, to be able to run the Fiendsmith package, since we lost the bridge to Moon. Since we lost the Moon and lost the bridge to them. Ghost Bell Haunted and Haunted Mansion, the Quarter Century Secret Rare, looks like it is up in price. We had it sitting, I remember picking one up for $35-ish, but now we only have 20 listings on the market, and it is a really good card in the format, because it does hit yummy. Let me know how you guys feel about running Ghost Bell in your builds, but we have it at $50 now, $49.50, $51.98, and then heading up to the $60 price point. So that's really good to see for Ghost Bell and Haunted Mansion. Well, for me at least, because I bought it at $30-$35, so it might be time to sell once it hits like the $60 price point, if it hits that. But yeah, Ghost Bell going up in price. I think it's a really good hand trap. You could use this offensively and defensively. What I mean by that is that if your opponent uses a card that Ghost Bell could hit, that's basically using it defensively, right? But offensively, if let's say you have a monster in your graveyard and your opponent tries to call by the graveyard or bysteel it, you could use Ghost Bell to like protect it. So it could be used, not only offensively, but it could be used defensively too. We just got some new DDD support, and we have DDD Marksman Kingtail. This is a rare from either Clash of Rebellions or the 2016 Megatons. Getting a buyout, we have 3 listings for this card right here from the 2016 Megatons. If you guys play DDD, let me know down below how many of these you guys play. But we had it sitting like around $3. Now we have our lowest listing at $39 and $40. That is crazy. I don't really look at this stuff when I do these market watches. I basically just look at like the market, just different cards. Open up the tabs, just like do this. Like let's say this is like what I'm looking at, and I do this. I go open link tab, so I don't look at the prices. So when I look at these prices with you guys, it's really just me being surprised by some of these prices. But that's $40 for a rare. Please don't tell me that has a sale. Does this have a sale at that $40 price point? Definitely go dig through that bulk. We have a sale at $11, $8, $10, $10. Okay, so no crazy sales, but I guess the highest sale was $11, $10. But $40. Let's take a look at what the other one is at. 11 listings for the Clash of Rebellion version. And looks like this one is at near mint. No damage. Our first near mint is Italian, $12. Then they go up to $18 and $20 for this rare. Definitely go dig through that bulk. And if you guys do play DDDs, let me know down below how many you guys play of this and why it's so up in price. Is this really important to the strategy? We just got some new, I believe it's some Sofa Court support in Doom of Dimensions. Let me take a look before I, let's see, so Sofa Court. I can't find it in here. I know we got Sofa Court, right? Is this a new one? Yeah, we just got some new Sofa Court support in Doom of Dimensions. And so we have Dole Sofa Court Kulia going up in price and low on listings. This used to be a $7 card, $9 card. Now we have it at $18, $18, $19.75, and then $20 on the first page. This is good for Ancient Guardians because for the longest time, Ancient Guardians didn't really have too much value. Now it looks like the Sofa Court stuff has some value. There's another Sofa Court card in here, I believe, that I want to take a look at as well. something you might want to dig the bulk for. But we'll get to that in a bit. Dos Sulfur Coolio though, yeah, up in price, basically doubled. And I heard that the Sulfur Core strategy is good with K9. I'm not sure if that's gonna do anything over here in the TCG, but over in the OCG, I believe Sulfur Core was doing pretty good with K9. Let me know down below how you guys feel about those Sulfur Core. The Sulfur Core strategy. We have 27 listings on the Called by the Grave, the original artwork versions. There's a new one with the Live Twins on it as well. That's also quarter century, but I think this one's like the original. This one being the original artwork can be at a higher price point than what it's at right now. 27 listings, basically $34, $36, $38, heading up to a $40 price point. I purchased this card for around, like, I think it was 30 something dollars. Like, it was under 35. Shout out my boy Jay Breezy on Instagram. He was the one that hooked me up before the event. During the event, and it actually helped me win a game. So I'm always gonna remember that. It was a quarter century version. I forgot how much I paid for it. It was under 35 though, but it looks like there's only a couple listings at the $35 price point. Then they go up to 40. So I could see this card continuing to go up in price just because it's the original artwork. Incredible Ecclesia the Virtuous, the Quarter Century Seeker is something you want to keep your eye out for. This card was sitting around like $21. Looks like we still have a couple listings around the $20-ish price point. But we quickly go up to $25, $25.99, and then go up to the $30 price point on the first page. This is, I think, the only artwork of this card that we have. The other artworks are just original art. And I think this is the highest rarity. Let's see. No, we have a Starlight rare for Incredible Ecclesia, 28 listings. But yeah, after that, the next one you have is this one right here, Incredible Ecclesia the Virtuous, new art quarter century. I'm not sure if maybe because of the new branded support that we're getting, if that's maybe why this card is starting to go low on listings, because it is something that you could use in the branded strategy. You contribute this card by summon one Swartzel monster or Fallen of Albaz from your hand or deck. During the end phase, if a fusion monster was sent to your graveyard this turn, add this card to your hand. So it could be used in branded. It used to be used in Swartzel a lot, but now with the new support, maybe branded has a way to use it. How do you guys feel about Incredible Ecclesia the Virtuous? How high do you see it going up to? Fire King Courtier Okanex looks like it is low on listings. This card was sitting around like $35-ish. Now we have listings at 40, 41, 45, and then heading up to the $50 price point. Then we quickly jumped up to the $70 price point right here. This card had a high price point, I believe, of like 60-ish. But has came down. Let's see, we started at 51, went up to 60, came down to 45, so now we're at 40. This is actually not too bad. You're not paying a premium on this. This is kind of still close to the closest, this is still close to the lowest price point that it has been at, if I remember correctly, because I don't think I saw it under the $40 price point before. Maybe 30 something was the lowest. Yeah, okay, so 36. A couple of weeks ago it was at 36 at its lowest, but now it's at 40, so you're not paying too much of a premium. It might still be a good pickup around the $45-ish price point. So after that they could go back up to 70 with only 10 listings on the market. We'll check back up on this on our next market watch. But yeah, I could see this going up to like the $60 price point. Guiding Quem is an important branded card. I wanted to take a look at the quarter century because this is the one I mentioned was a good pickup. We had this sitting at like $9-ish. Now we have 31 listings on the market, and we are getting closer to the branded support. Like I said, now we have it at $15.76, $15, going up to like almost a $20 price point. If you guys picked this up when I said it was a good pickup at the $9 price point, I think you're in a good spot. I would continue to hold, because once that branded support comes out, we're probably going to see this card going up even higher. How do you guys feel about that? Do you guys agree, disagree? Let me know down below. Sometimes I'm right on some of these cards, sometimes I'm wrong. But most of the time I'm right. Starlight Rare Exo Sister Martha, 11 listings. I think this is because of Genesis. Exo Sister is expected to be a good deck in Genesis format. And also because we do have in the OCG, Exo Sisters got some support. I think it was in a tactical tri deck. We're supposed to, I'm not sure when we're getting that support. But Martha, 11 listings. We had this sitting around like 72-ish. Now we have one listing at 70, it's French. And then we go up to $88.97. And then going up to $110. How do you guys feel about Exo Sisters? Looks like we have Exo Sister McAllis, the collector's rare, at 8 listings. This one was sitting around like the $20 price point. And then we have it now increasing to $50, $60, $68, and then $70 on the first page. Anything else we should take a look at that's concerning? Maybe Exo Sister. No, we actually have a Core Sentry for this, so I would just pick up the Core Sentry for this. Magnifica. Looks like we have Starlight Rare at 32. Might not be a bad pickup for the Core Sentry Secret Rare since they're not too expensive. I could see them maybe going up to like $10 or $15 since this one's like basically 32. How do you guys feel about this pickup? Should we go in on Magnifica or should we stay away from it? Because this McAllis is 8 listings. Ultra Rare, 35 listings. Looks like these are at $3. We also have Prismatic Secrets at 30 listings. These are also around like $3-ish. I would go check your bulk for these. I know I have some of these somewhere in bulk. I'm going to go offload them. Martha's, $2. Ellis, like $2. Sophia's like $1.50. There's nothing else like getting bought out in the Exo Sister department. Just these two are concerning, McAllis and then the Starlight Rare. So yeah, I think this one's a good pickup. I would go in on this. Dimension Shifter, I think in the Genesis format it's at 3. So that's why or I think you could play 3. I mean, you could play, what is it? How many points is this? I think you're able to play 3 Dimension Shifter because of the point system. Correct me if I'm wrong. I haven't been keeping up with the point system, but they said you could play. Nothing was going to be banned, so I'm assuming you could play it. 21 listings was sitting around like $10, and we have a couple copies at $12.19. Then we quickly go up to $20 and then $22.19 on the first page. So quickly doubled in price because of the Genesis format. I wanted to take a look at some Memento stuff. I've been keeping an eye on it because I have high rarity Memento, so I'm trying to see if maybe I should offload high rarity and go back to budget, because I could use the money for like something else. I do want to, go on a trip or something. I've been thinking Hawaii, so maybe the Memento bill, my Mementos could pay for the Hawaii trip. Because I could always play low rarity. I've always been a low rarity player. It's just I did good with this deck and I really liked it, so I decided to make it high rarity. But they do the same thing. The lower rarity stuff does the same thing. It's not the cards, it's a player. 7 listings on Dark Blade. The collector rare was sitting around like 40-ish. I picked mine up around 40-ish. And now we have it at $50.90, $50.98. $54.97, only 7 listings, going up to $60, $89, $99, $17. What price point do you guys think Dark Blade is gonna hit? The combined creation looks like 9 listings on the collector rare. This one used to be sitting at, let's see what. Looks like I had a price decrease, but $30, $31. We have a couple listings at $31.25, $34.93, $34.26, then go up to $40 and $60. We'll touch back on mementos and see if they continue to increase in price. But yeah, we have low listings on the collector rare for this one as well. This one's above market price, 1748, only 18 listings. For the field spell. Quarter centuries at $13 for Witch. Bone Party at $10 above market price. Okay, so these were actually lower on listings last time we took a look at them, but now it looks like more people have started a list. And now we have 21 listings on this, 25 listings. So these have settled down, and they were a little bit up in price. They were like at 16-ish, 15-ish for Bone Party too. Now we have settled down to like $13 and $10. We'll see if they settle down even more, but it's still up in price from what it was. I think I picked mine up for like $5 a piece for these. But yeah, it looks like those are the only ones that are up in price. Everything else is pretty cheap for the strategy. Infernal Flame Banshee. So Infernal Flame Banshee, I've been hearing that people have been using to bridge into like a Snake Eyes. Snake Eyes Poplar, which gets you into something, but that's what I've been hearing. We have 31 listings on Infernal Flame Banshee, the ultra rare from Age of Overload. This one, as you can see by the graph, it has been increasing. $30, $3, heading up to the $5 price point. I remember picking some up around $1. We have Infernal Flame Banshee Prismatic Seeker at 30 listings. These look like they have been increasing too. These were at $3, now pushing up to like the $5 price point. We'll keep an eye out on these. The Quarter Century Seeker Rare at 25 listings. I think this is the lowest it's been at. It used to be at 50. Now at 2380. Might consider picking this up. I think this is the lowest it's been at. And if it does gain some popularity with like the Snake Eyes thing that I've been hearing, it could maybe go up from here. So $22 might not be a bad pick. Let me know how you guys feel about Infernal Flame Banshee. Lightning Vortex, I'm not sure why it's going up. Maybe for past formats, I want to say. But I saw that even the Platinum Seeker Rare was low on listings. Quarter Century Seeker Rare only at 17 listings. We have this card increasing in price steadily. It used to be at $13. Now we have $19.50, $20, $23.48, $24.97. So heading up to be a $25 card. Where's the Platinum Secret? Platinum Seeker Rare, 11 listings. This card was sitting around like $2 back in July. Now we have it at $5.40, $4.10, $6.99, heading up to the $10 price point, and only 11 listings on the market. So pay attention to this card right here. We have comments from Starter Deck Jade and Yuki. Looks like these are at 32 listings. These are like $1. But after that, yeah, we have affordable rarities right here. Commons. We have a bunch of common affordable rarities. If you just want access to the card, but the ones I want to pay attention to today is Quarter Century and Platinum Secret. Next up, we have Star Raizio. So, Mitsurugi Raizio is still a playable strategy. You just can't really bridge into the Mitsurugi engine anymore with Pharaoh, King of the Pharaoh Imps. But I've been seeing, Raizio could still do its thing. They did lose some consistency with losing, what was the one they lost? EXE Raizio, I think, to 1 now. But, I mean, maybe we could replace it with Star Raizio or something. Maybe run some 7 Tachyons. How do you guys feel about Star Raizio? Do you think it's a good pickup? It's actually a pretty cheap Quarter Century Seeker Rare. This card was sitting around like a $20 price point, dropped down to $12, now at $10. Yeah, comment down below how you guys feel about Star Raizio. I wanted to put it on here because I think it might be a good pickup since this is a really cheap Quarter Century Seeker Rare. I haven't really even seen Raizio builds run it though. That's why I'm kind of 50-50 on this card. I'm like, if I pick it up, I'm not losing too much. It's only $10. and it could only go up from here. Maybe they start using it, and Raizio Mitsurugi comes back or something. But then again, they don't really use Star Raizio. I've seen builds not even play like one, and builds that do play maybe play just one. So I'm kind of iffy on this card, but comment down below if you guys think Star Raizio the Core Sentry is a good pickup. Majestus Choroso, like I said, even though we didn't get the spoon, we did get a new Majestus Link Monster. 54 listings on Choroso. Used to be basically like quarters, 50 cents. Now we have it actually being worth $2. If you guys opened up Supreme Darkness, go dig through that bulk for those Chorosos. We just got some new Tri-Brigade support. So I want to take a look at Fractal. Maybe people are going to hop onto Tri-Brigade builds. Was sitting around like $3. Now we have it pushing up to like $6, $7 for the Prismatic Seeker Rare from the 2021 tins. We have Ultra Rares from Phantom Rage right here. These are also going up $9, $7. Only 20 listings for these. Yeah, pay attention to Fractal. We'll see if maybe we see Tri-Brigade do something this upcoming format. This one really caught my attention because it's only at 12 listings. This is a Starlight Rare. This is Book of Lunar Eclipse. I remember I used to use this card a lot back then. I thought it was cool how you're able to Book of Moon 2 monsters. Basically, with this card, you do have to discard one card and target 2 face-up monsters on the field, change it to face-down defense position. So, unlike Book of Eclipse, this card, Book of Eclipse makes everything on the field go face down. This one only targets 2. And Book of Moon only targets 1. So I could see how this card could see some play, but 12 listings, looks like it says it's dropped down in price. It used to be sitting around like 30-ish. But now we have our cheapest listing at $42.95, $43.20, $55, $60, $70. Let me know how you guys feel about Book of Lunar Eclipse, or if you guys know why this Starlight is so low on listings. Maybe someone out there is using it in their builds and someone saw that. But we do have affordable versions of Book of Lunar Eclipse. We have Seeker Rares from Lightning Overdrive. Looks like these are starting to increase too. But these are still like $1, starting to reach a $2 price point. And then we have the Super Rares from the 2022 tens. These are basically pennies. So if you guys just want access to their card, you guys have this option. We're almost done here. Anti-Spell Fragrance, the Core Sentry Seeker Rare. Looks like it's low on listings. We have $8, $8, $8.90, $10. $10. One of the better floodgates that's available. This isn't banned, is it? I think these used to be around like $4-ish. But now at $10 with only 17 listings. Is this banned? I don't think this is banned. I think this is limited in our current format. This is the other Sulfur Cord monster I wanted you guys to pay attention to. Maybe go dig through your bulk for. This is from Dawn of Majesty. It only had that one printing. It says during your main phase you can add one Pendulum monster from your hand to your extra deck face up, and then one face up Pendulum monster from your extra deck to the hand, as long as one of them has an even pendulum scale and the other has the odd pendulum scale. When you pendulum summon a Sulfur Cord monster, you could target one of them, add one Sulfur Cord Pendulum monster from your deck to your hand whose level equals the pendulum scale of that monster. Kind of confusing. If you play Sulfur Cords, I'm pretty sure you have to do a lot of math and reading. That could get confusing. Looks like these were sitting around 50 cents. But since it only has one printing, I guess it's used, it's important in the Sulfur Core strategy. These have bumped up to like the $2 price point. Only 27 listings. And then we have listings also here at $3. So from 50 cents to basically $3. Definitely something you want to go look through bulk for and see if you guys have, so you could offload and get like some free value from that. Jurok Meteor, the Core Sentry Seeker Rare, is only at 6 listings. This card was sitting around like the $5 price point. Now we have prices going up to $10, $14.99. $17. That's me. $14.99, $7.24. I bought this for like $4 back then. $19.99, $24.99, $25. Let's see what price point this goes up to. This card does have another Starlight printing that just got a reprint for the alternative artwork. Let's actually take a look at Jurak Meteor, see if other versions are going up too. Looks like the Jurak Meteor Starlight Rare is up in price too. Market price $12. 10 listings on this. $22 is what the lowest listing is at. We have Dual Terminal, 12 listings, $4. Seeker Rares, $1, $2. Platinums, 30 cents, 64 cents. So it looks like these are the ones that people are going after. Why are we going after Jurak Meteor? Is it because of the Jurak stuff that could basically turbo out 3 meteors on your opponent's turn? I think that's what I've heard. In their builds, in Dino builds, you could bring out a meteor with the trap card. You could bring out a meteor with the field spell, and then you could bring a meteor out with the synchro by banishing the new Jurak synchro by banishing itself plus another Jurak monster. So yeah, you could basically Jurak Meteor your opponent 3 times on their turn. Maybe that's why people are starting to realize that's a pretty good, interruption. And last card on today's Market Watch is going to be Upstart Goblin. This one is low on listings. I want to take a look at the Quarter Century Seeker. Looks like this one was sitting at, I can't tell. There's no graph. There is no graph. But it looks like we had sales at like 60, 70. Now we have our cheapest listing at $95, $109, $115, $150, and then going up to the $200 price point for Upstart Goblin. Let me know down below. Is this because of past format? Are we playing this in like Genesis format? That's why. Maybe people are trying to make like a Magical Explosion deck or something. I remember back when I was young, I used to play Magical Explosion. I played 3 copies of this card to get spell counters on my what is it, Royal Magical Library? I think that's what it was. That's gonna be it for today's Market Watch though. Make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Also go follow us on Instagram, TikTok, and X at Return of Chance. Like I said, I got Vegas this week. We got YCS Anaheim. Good luck to y'all that are attending it. Stay tuned for the vlog, and we'll see you guys next time.